This is the driver drill that keeps on working. There are 3 stages to this drill. We're talking 1, strike, 2, club path, 3, angle of attack. You're thinking, is there a drill that does all 3? There is now. The first stage is to identify where we're striking the golf ball. Now, there are a few ways of doing this. Number 1, you could actually draw on your golf ball a straight line, and this would actually imprint a line onto your club face. Number 2, you get the foot spray. And number 3, well, actually my Cobra driver does it automatically because it's got that CNC milled face, and one hell of a strike by me there, isn't it? Hit that thumbs up button if you're one of them golfers that finds the toe of that golf club more often than not. When I've got layers on, when I'm feeling cold, guilty as charged. So, identifying the middle of the golf club, where we're striking it, we need to work out where our pattern is. So I put down a little bit in the toe. It was my first drive of the day. What I want you to do is hit 5 drives and identify if you've got a pattern of a little bit heely, a little bit toey, or if you're lucky to be out the middle. So if you're either of them, where it's toe or it's heel, this is what you can do. So if we're a golfer who's striking it out the toe, what I want you to do is, I want you to place a T-peg just outside your golf ball, and I want you to focus on taking the T-peg out. This is going to move our strike from here to here. Now, if you're doing the opposite, if you're catching one out the heel, what I want you to do is, instead of striking the golf ball out of here, I want you to now and take the T-peg out this side. So that would move our strike more like this. Now, I'm moving it to the opposites and the extreme. So if you're toeing it, we want to feel as though we're trying to hit the T-peg this side. If we're heeling it, we want to try and hit the T-peg this side. We're trying to feel the opposite to find that middle ground. But it's important with driver, we do strike it out the middle, because getting it out that toe is going to accentuate those right to left shots for a right-handed player, and out that heel, guilty as well. Yeah, okay, Alex, you find heel and toe. Ooh, I need to do some more practice. Getting it out that heel is going to accentuate those left to right curvatures for a right-handed player. These would be the opposite for a left-handed player. Out the toe would be left to right, and out the heel would be right to left. So we don't want that to happen, because we can sometimes misidentify bad shots. We've all been there. That's, big come across that one, big slice for a right-handed player, when actually you could have just got it out the heel. So identifying your strike is the first part of this. Now, before we get into the rest of this video and part 2 and 3, which are really important, remember we're looking at club path, how we train that, but then also how we train a little bit more of an ascending angle with the driver, because we know we're all trying to search for that, and whether we get there or not, I think is immaterial. But if we keep training to our perfect swing, that is what we've got to think of. So today's question, as you know, if you're not brand new to this channel, well, firstly, warm welcome if you are a brand new viewer. You know that every day I ask you a question. Today's question is, if you had any choice of a brand that you could be the brand throughout. So we're going to go like this. Any choice of clothing brand that you would always wear that clothing. Any choice of manufacture of irons and drivers, and then and wedges, and we'll leave putter to be subjective. So give me your brands that you would be absolutely made up with if you had a deal with them, if you were sponsored with them, or you had a year to get as much as we wanted. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? That would be the absolute dream. Dream. Anyway, let's crack on with point 2. I nearly forgot to say, if you are brand new to this channel and you haven't hit that big red subscribe button, make sure you do so. That was a bit kind of harsh, that wasn't it? I'd appreciate it if you did. Thanks very much. So number 2 is controlling the club path. I've got my noodle. I've got it right this time. And I placed it down, my ball to target line was here. I placed it on the reverse of my ball to target line and just inwards of this by probably 1 foot. So you can see there, one of my feet, size 7.5 feet, done. What we're looking to have here is to check that feeling of the club training as though it's working more of an arc around our body as opposed to swinging steep, over and very much left. So the principle I want you to think about is we get that club training more around here. Now this is really going to help us. So we drive it if we stand to the golf ball correctly, and this is my routine. Feet together, turn the left toe out, bring the right foot back, club up, tilt the shoulders, and I'm in. Now all I'm trying to do is feel as though I avoid this noodle on the way down, I don't swing and collide into it. As you can see, I've got it a little bit over and pointed over there because it's just gonna feel as though it's impeding my swing. I'm really trying to get that feeling of it working in, not out, because I believe that's gonna help you become the most efficient swinger of the golf club. Let's hit this one away. We found it. We found the middle of the golf club. It's getting exciting. Let's move on to the final point. How do we hit it on the up? And what's a great drill to do this? You're probably thinking about, Alex, you're talking about 3 different drills. We're not. I'm breaking it down into 3 steps, and you can do this all at the same time. The final part is to learn to hit it on the up. Nice and simple, this one. Let's place a tee peg 2 club heads in front and directly down towards our ball to target line. So what we're trying to feel is that we swing a little bit more feeling into out, and we allow that club to feel as though it works a little bit more on the up on the way through, instead of squashing it and hitting down on it. Now, in reality, I mentioned this at the start of the video, I am one of those golfers who hits it on the downward driver. I always have done and probably always will. I keep trying not to. But what I would say is this drill keeps me at neutral. It stops me getting too far on the down, and hopefully it works me to hit it on the up. Now there's one caveat to this. I don't want you to be a golfer that then stands there and scoops it up into the air. That can't happen. What I want you to do is learn, do it while still turning through the target with the arms and body working together. And I will do some practice swings. Let it flow, let it feel smooth, because that's the best way. So final part to this drill, 2 club heads in front, place that tee peg and avoid it to smash the ball away. Whew. That was the best of the bunch. And before you say, it stayed there, we did it. We absolutely did it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you spending your Friday afternoon with me, helping you improve your golf. So this is a bit of a warning. Remember, Sunday is Sunday Swings, your chance to win a free swing analysis. And if you want to be in with the chance, it's simple. Subscribe, comment down below saying #shared once you've shared this video with 3 friends. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your Friday wherever you are in the world, and see you tomorrow.